Yeah, I seen a cow. I was riding the other day, and I saw a cow poop on its calf.
Well, they ain't the brightest beast in the world either.
Plus that mama letting it know, said, listen, this is what I think of you. Where the hell did you come from anyway? How'd you get, why are you here?
Yeah. The little calf was just laying down behind its mama, and
looked like a dump truck backing up here.
she just had poop, I guess, and she just let it rip. And then the little calf was just sitting there like, huh?
Hey, what's this? I was just born. I don't know what this is.
It's some awful warm rain. Some awful thick, warm rain. And I just sat there and watched it for about 5 minutes. And I was like...
So you got out your phone and took a picture. Let's see it. Oh, you didn't?
You shouldn't be taking pictures of animals pooping. What is the old wives' tale? If you see an animal pooping, you got to run or something? Or like...
Gonna rain.
Yeah. If all the cows are facing one way and one of them's pooping on another one...
That's what you just seen.
The Lord's coming back soon or something.
It must be, because I ain't heard that one.
And first of all, why is old wives sitting around talking about that anyway?
Yeah, why are they telling tales?
I think they just need something.
Ain't they got dishes to wash or vacuuming or something to damn do?
You know what? That's a good point, because I think back in the day, that was like, they're like, all right, well, we did all our chores. Now let's just sit around and make up shit that people will talk about for years to come. Which is basically what we're doing.
You said back in the day.
Yeah.
We must be in the day.
Oh, Amish.
Today is the day.
I was looking at my old yearbook right there from 1998.
1998. Let's see. I had done...
I mean, you've been graduated 25 years.
Yeah, I'd done been in 2 wars and nearly died 2 or 3 times. And oh, Lord. I'd hate to have to go back through all that again.
Done been in jail.
Yeah, hell, unserved time.
Everything you know about Earl,
Yeah.
99.5% is true. But there's about 0.5% that a lot of things that he can't explain.
Redacted.
Right. You wouldn't ever think Earl had ever been in jail, would you? I mean, I wouldn't think that. Let me take it back. Maybe. I mean, I knew you. I've been knowing you a long time, so maybe
If I remember correctly, you was on the other side of the bars.
Yeah, I was trying to talk to you through there. I want you to feel at home. I mean, I want you to bust out crying because Big Tony over in the corner looking at you, smiling at you and stuff. And I said, uh-oh.
He didn't want to leave you hanging. And he didn't.
Matter of fact, me and Earl had after all, we had kind of thought in our heads about how we gonna get him to slip between these bars. I said, he's a little bit of a rascal, but I ain't sure you can do that, Earl, and he couldn't. So, and the bad thing about it, he had a knife with him about that long.
Yeah.
It was a sword, I guess, or a machete, one of them things. And just carrying around in his car, and here I am riding with him. I don't know he got a, 12
Oh,
foot.
yeah, he didn't know nothing. He was an innocent bystander.
Yeah. He had a 12-foot machete under the seat. Now, here I am. I just ride down the beach and drink a beer or two. And here he is.
A beer or 12.
Yeah, and he got a whole ice chest full of empty beer cans, which is bad against the law. And here I am riding with him. And I'm thinking, well, this guy here, he's sheriff's son. He's okay. Ain't nothing can go wrong till it did. And I said, oh, my goodness. So I don't know how I'm going to get back.
Yeah. When you can't, I don't think you can ride around with a sword.
Well, you can. You just can't get caught.
Yeah.
Good point.
Matter of fact, if you go down to Ainer, South Carolina, and go to the police department, and this is the old police department, not the new one, the old police department, there's a tree out there, and it's split like that right there, and right in the middle of it, right where the crotchal area would be.
Crotchal area.
Would that be that big machete? Because I did it like that right there in the tree. I was hiding it before they found it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I was with you. Otherwise, you'd still be down here in jail, probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, as long as you didn't commit any other crimes, you probably.
Well, we didn't say that.
We don't want to
You're
go
assuming
there.
a lot of things, and that ain't one of them. I mean,
And the statutes of limitations are not statutes. Statutes?
statues.
Yeah. Why do they make statues out of limitations? That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Man,
I don't even like lemons, do you?
I know one thing.
That's all you know?
Yeah, that's it.
One thing.
But you're good at that, whatever it is.
Since we went to working on crossword puzzles on the weekends, there are words out there that you go, I didn't know that was a word. Mm-hmm. And I never heard that word before. And why would you ever use that word?
Well, what's one of them? See if we can figure out what it means.
I can't even spit one out
Oh.
because they're so obscure words that you just go, okay.
So see what I just pictured in my mind, Earl, is you about 11:30, 12:30 on a Saturday night,
Man,
sitting at your kitchen table doing the crossword. I'm thinking, bless his heart, he needs a friend. You know,
I need a
you didn't. You didn't tell me it was me and Janet. You know, that's one of the things we do about 8:00 on Saturday night when we get back from eating lunch and their belly's full. We're sitting there at the kitchen table doing a crossword. You didn't say that.
Well, that's what happened.
Okay, well, I had a bad picture. I like I say, 1 o'clock at night. There you are sitting at your table. You don't drink anymore, so you got you some tea over there doing a crossword.
That's right.
You know.
Have you been drinking? Because you said they got done eating lunch at 8:00 at night.
Yeah,
doing a crossword.
I wasn't going to go there.
Listen,
Considering the source, I wasn't.
Lunch can be any time.
Anytime you eat.
Some of these people try to make up words like brunch.
Yeah.
Ain't no such thing as a damn brunch.
That's what I'm telling you. There's words out there that people use that don't exist.
That's because somebody said, well, let's go eat breakfast. No, let's eat lunch. Well, let's just eat brunch. Well, ain't no such of a damn thing. You can't just make up a word and put it on there.
They do it all the time.
Well,
in Crawford puzzles, they make shit up and put it on there.
Brunch was made by fat people who wanted both.
Yeah, who wanted something in between lunch and breakfast.
They didn't want to call it a snack.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like, no, we need
Once you get out of the 8th grade, you kind of don't want a snack. You want brunch.
Yeah.
Well, it's like, I'm going to tell you this. Now, you just wait. I guarantee you between lunch and supper
is lupper.
Or lunch.
Yeah.
One to two.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
It's like ambiguous. It means you can swim in either direction, right?
I reckon.
I mean, it just.
You can live in the water or out of the water. I don't know.
It means you can breathe underwater. That's what that means.
I thought that was ambivalent. Umbilical cord? What is that?
That's
what,
the only thing that saves you if you're going off a cliff. That's the only thing that's going to save you. If somebody throws your umbilical cord down there and you grab it, you're safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Other than that, you like Wile E. Coyote.
Oh, yeah. So, Wile, he ain't got a chance.
Baby's got soft spots.
Baby's got soft spots?
Mm-hmm.
All over them?
No.
They ain't got kneecaps either.
Huh?
They have to grow them kneecaps.
Babies don't have kneecaps.
No.
Why? Why do they not have
What
them?
the hell they need them for?
Scooting?
Well, they don't need kneecaps for scoot.
They grow kneecaps on their butt to be better off.
Well, they wouldn't be kneecaps. They'd be butt caps.
I don't, what were we talking about?
We're talking about babies not having kneecaps.
Yeah. Yeah. And do they have elbows?
Yeah, they got elbows, but they don't have kneecaps.
Huh.
Because you don't have an elbow cap. Or at least you ain't supposed to.
That's a good point. I didn't ever think
You got to
about
grow
that.
your kneecaps. That's reading that formula, whatever that stuff is they feed babies.
Oh.
That's part of it.
It's kneecap food.
Yeah.
That shit's gross. I had some of that the other day. I wouldn't recommend it.
A baby?
No, definitely not. No.
What about when you talk about baby having a soft spot?
Yeah.
You talking about their kneecaps?
No, it's like the little ashtray on their head or whatever. You know, a little
What?
dimple thing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
They got a pimple on their head?
No, where you ash your cigarettes and whatnot when you're smoking them.
Is that a soft spot?
Man, it's shaped that way.
But they're also pretty damn tough. Everywhere it's up that soft spot, babies are damn tough. You can drop them from 4 or 5 feet, and hell, they just flop over and go, ah.
Yeah, and waddle off or scoot off or whatever.
Because there ain't no chance hurting their kneecaps. So, I mean,
You can't break your kneecaps.
Yeah, you know what? You don't ever hear about kneecapping a baby.
There
That's a
you
good
go.
point.
There you go. See,
What?
it's all coming together now, ain't it?
Yeah. Why do they have
teeth? They have to grow them with their kneecaps.
That's a good point. Babies do have a lot of growing to do.
Yeah, and the thing about it is what I want to know is that like I mean you can relate to this. When a baby
Starts
born,
drinking.
baby, he just got a little bit of hair. But the older he gets, the more hair he gets.
Yeah.
Then you get to a certain age, and the less hair he gets.
And his
You notice that?
and his kneecaps go away.
Well, I think what happens is when you start. somehow them kneecaps is pulling your hair down because it's going away.
Mm-hmm. It's like one of them, not an erector set, but like it's like a
Lincoln
chia,
log.
yeah, like a chia pet. You know,
Yeah.
if you
Just
fertilize
water it.
it,
Just
it'll
water it.
grow. You have to fertilize babies, basically, but you feed them instead of putting Miracle Grow on them. Why do they not try? Never mind. Like make a big one. You know what I'm saying? Make it big.
Did y'all have erector sets when did you have an erector set? You have Tinker Toys?
I had Tinker Toys,
Tonka
Hot
trucks.
Wheels, Tonka trucks.
Baby doll.
I had a monkey.
He got 3 sisters or 7 sisters. I had 2 sisters.
Retarded
sisters. And of course he had a baby doll. You know he did?
Well, let's go back to the monkey he had. A real monkey.
No, it was a stuffed monkey, but he had a nanner in one hand.
Yeah.
Which they'll do.
And I used to beat that poor monkey to death.
Hell
Oh
yeah.
man, that monkey went around and around.
Yeah. It ain't nothing like beating the shit out of your brother. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Just god dang. You put him on a trampoline, double bounce him right off to heaven. But you talking about a stuffed brother.
Yeah, it was a little doll thing. I don't know what you call it. A little stuffed animal.
They had them too. But there's a wrestling man. That's what they call
Yeah,
it.
we beat the shit
We got
out
a
of
wrestling
him.
man.
Yeah.
I had
Get
him.
on
I had
trampoline and
him.
beat the crap out of the wrestling man.
And then we figured out he doesn't articulate well. He ain't got no kneecaps. But Josh did. And boy,
You wore him out, did you?
yeah, I was just, shoot.
He told them, don't come prancing in here with your kneecaps and everything.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
So what I'm hearing now is you ruined Josh.
To hear him tell it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, but I didn't ever. Well, you can't tell a child not to touch a soft spot on a baby.
Nope. 'Cause they
That's
want
like
to see how soft it
Yeah,
is.
how soft is it?
like-
That's exactly what I'd say. Don't touch that soft spot.
It's like a go
Just
button.
how soft is this soft spot?
Yeah, it's like what happens if you do push it? Does he like prance around faster and do the symbols with the little monkey thing? You know, he didn't do nothing. He just still sat there, just looked at the sky.
Wondering what did I do to deserve this?
Yeah, who's this fat one here? We touching my soft spot.
You didn't even wait on my kneecaps to grow.
I tell you one thing: when I get some kneecap, he gonna pay.
Oh yeah, that's so they grow teeth and they grow kneecaps, and then I saw a fellow.
They
at
grow
the gas-
hair.
Yeah, huh?
And hair.
Yeah. And they have knuckles when they're babies.
Yeah.
Oh, why do they not have kneecaps?
I don't know.
Don't need them yet. Plus, let me ask you a question. Like when you like 10, 20, 30, 40, you got some hair, but it's starting to go away. But once you get past like 50, then you got fresh hair.
Yeah,
But the
in
problem
your
is-
ears.
Yeah, it's coming out your ears and out your nose and what happened? I mean,
Shit just
did you
moves.
you get compressed or something and it start coming this way instead of growing up?
It goes back to them damn kneecaps. They pulling it down.
that
Off
what
the
it
top
is?
of your head, it goes down to your ears and then around to your nose. And I don't know how to explain it.
What else will we do? What else happened? Something I
Well,
took a
you
note.
say you're traveling next week. Where is
Yeah.
it you going to?
Tennessee, Alabama, somewhere around in there.
That sounds educational.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out, together.
Oh, well, tell me about your new facilities.
We're gonna have one.
I couldn't figure out where they were talking about on the radio.
It's,
Where's it going to be at?
Up there beside the collision
Well, wait a
center.
second. Where is Janet's place at? Is it behind his place?
Yeah.
Is it that warehouse?
Right beside the lawnmower shop.
Yeah.
That's her place. So, in his new place is, if you could go back toward the Chevrolet dealership, you'd almost have to go through it.
Yeah.
It's going to
You
be
know where that road is?
on that old road.
Yeah. No.
But it's not on that road.
Wait a minute.
If we're going from here, right, when we go and fix this car here in a little bit, we're going to go right past it. So you're going to go past where I work now, You're going to go down right before you get to the collision center, up on the hill. It's going to be right up there across from the...
Behind Bobby Wood's old place.
No.
No, it's you know where he works at,
Yeah.
and you know how old what road is it?
That road's irrelevant.
What's the name of that road?
That's Old West
Old
Union.
West
Highway.
Union Road.
Oh, yeah.
It's not
Well,
that.
if you go on that,
Don't go on that. That's not how you get there.
well, if you go on that, okay, go past Janet's place, then go on down a little bit farther, and there's a road to the left. If you turn down that road, you can get to it that way. Yeah. Or if you go past this place, I'm going on 76, 123, whatever it is. Then you look up there and you see it right there up there where it's cleared.
Where they doing a little grade and they put a little poop pipe in the side of that little hill right there.
I hadn't paid any attention.
But you can't get.
See, I come up Poplar Springs Road to the crossover 28, and then I usually go right and go to Mama's, and then when I come out of there, I go down to Janet's, and I come back and get on Poplar Springs.
Yeah.
So rarely do I go by your place on the 28 side. So.
Yeah. It's right before you get to the collision center or the body shop or whatever it's called.
But the only way you can get there is that little road, ain't it?
Yeah.
You ain't got no road, do you?
No. No,
There ain't going to be no way to get to it off 28.
You got to go up Misty Lane. Yeah. I got to go down to Florida soon.
Well,
you going to go to Alabama? Where else you say? Out Tennessee, Alabama, then head back to Florida?
Not in the same trip.
Oh.
But I'm going to do a boat ride, a fan boat ride down the Chafuncta River.
Family boat ride, is that what you said?
No.
We going?
No.
We didn't know about it.
No.
When are we leaving?
We're not.
I got a pack.
I ain't going with nobody's family. I'm just going to try to get
Especially
in.
yours.
I'm going to try to get in with somebody else's family on the boat ride.
Maybe they'll like you better.
Yeah, yes.
You don't try to push you over. So it's a fan boat.
Yeah, I could see Earl having a fan boat.
I'd love to have one. But
Yeah.
they were against the rules on Lake Hartwell for a long time, but now they're legal.
Aha. Well, I know what we're doing. Okay.
After we fix
I know what I'm getting
Yeah.
for my birthday.
After we fix Josh's car, okay, we go ahead to we're gonna do Ace Hardware and get where you get them big old fans at?
Hardware store.
Yeah, we're gonna need it's not gonna be what you think. You ain't gonna have a seat 17 feet in the air. You know.
Is it we're gonna get a box fan? Is that what we're gonna get?
Yeah.
A big old box fan?
We're gonna have. Here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a little John boat that Earl has somewhere, and we're
we got
gonna get,
inside his other boat probably.
we're gonna get one of those industrial size, warehouse fans, and just hope. Hope wind catches up.
Nail it on the back of that boat. Just hope.
Put a car battery out there, hook it to it.
Don't know how we're gonna steer. We have to lean.
Yeah. Yeah. You got to put Caleb in the front of the boat and say, all right, lean left. We got to go that way. Yeah, I thought that'd be a good gift for fucking birthday.
What'd you say? Was he having a stroke?
Earl's birthday. Yeah, I might have been having a stroke. I don't know.
He's for Earl's birthday.
Mm-hmm.
I thought we were gonna give him a cow.
We're going to get him a cow and a small one. See what happens. See if we can recreate the magic. Or they can recreate the magic. How do you convince a cow just to poop? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. You'd think they'd learn now to go over in the corner and poop, but I don't.
You can't poop in your dinner plate.
Yeah, but they do. They'll just poop and keep eating. Okay.
That's like taking, I saw one time I was at a gathering of people, and somebody took a dinner plate full of like deviled eggs and ham and stuff, food. Into the
What is it, a pasture?
into the bathroom.
Ooh.
And I was like,
Nah.
they don't get an invite back. And I got invited there, and I told the people that invited me, I was like, don't let him come back.
This is his house. Still, don't let him come to the next.
Lock him out.
Yeah, put him outside.
You know why they call them deviled eggs, don't you? If you think about it, I mean, and you watch people, like, if you go have breakfast, you scramble your egg, maybe two, But when they make them deviled eggs, you eat 37 halves of a deviled egg. So,
Earl, you eat deviled
like,
eggs?
Like two dozen eggs.
You like deviled eggs?
No.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I ain't flirting with the devil.
Yeah, I ain't eating nothing that's got devil in it.
Deviled ham.
Devil's food cake? No, don't eat that either.
That one's actually okay, I think.
We'll give that a pass.
That wasn't a big devil. That's a little bit of devil.
Yeah, that's one of those those little demons that was on the game show, you know? No Whammies, that's that guy.
Who?
You know what I'm talking about?
Whammies.
Yeah.
No, I don't know either.
No, when they're like,
No whammy. Is that what you're talking
yeah,
about?
that guy.
I ain't never seen it.
No.
I don't know what the hell you're talking about because I ain't seen it. I don't
You
watch
Earl
that
didn't.
shit.
Y'all seen that? It's back from y'all's time. It was back in the
It's a
early-
game show, Earl, you know, and that little jumping up devil, he'd run around everything, and they'd say, no whammy, they'd push a thing, and he'd have to stop.
I don't know what you've been smoking. But
I read about it. So everything I know.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the Noid. You remember them?
Nope.
Oh. Well,
I don't. It's starting to explain
Well,
a whole lot.
see-
I mean, I'm starting to get a better picture of why we're in the situation we're
See,
in.
you gotta remember, before Earl met me, he was
A normal person.
no, he was sheltered. He was protected, you know. And then he met me, and I kind of helped him flourish. He expanded his horizons when he met me.
Yeah, see, I
I
grew
got him.
up around Doug Rhodes and Keith Malone, so I didn't know much.
Well, they knew much, but then they lost a lot of it. So.
Yeah, sniffing glue kind of burned up a lot of brain cells.
oh, who was that guy who used to pull the little flyer wagon with the umbrella and cast spells on people?
Oh, that's what's that Kane guy? His brother. He was a teacher, you know. Had long hair and a
You know him,
beard.
yeah.
What was his name?
Roger Pelfrey?
No, last name Kane.
Oh, there's a Steve Kane and Mike. Is it Mike Kane?
He lives beside Tom Thrift's old house now, you know, down there on the right. He was a teacher, like an art teacher for 2-year-olds or something. I don't know.
You know, it was Richard King.
Richard, that's it.
Yeah.
Him. Well, he got a brother. I don't think it's Richard. It was his brother.
Steve.
That's who it is. He was one. He would, he's the one to pull the wagon behind him,
Nah.
carry the umbrella everywhere he went. You'd see him on the side of the road going out to go highway, and he'd put a spell on you when you drove by. Mm-hmm. You get the umbrella and
Wave it at you? Yeah. He did gluing.
But I didn't go that way, so I didn't put a spell on me.
you ain't got no spell on you then.
Yeah.
You safe.
I hope so.
Maybe
Well-
that's what's wrong with me. Maybe that spell came to fruition at some point.
Y'all hang around some weird people. Oh, I tell you.
But there we hang around with you. See?
How much glue have you sniffed in your life?
I did do it one time just to see what it was like.
How was it?
Well, it'll fuck you up. I ain't sure how many brain cells it killed, but, a few, I'm sure.
Well, you got plenty left. You know how to fix stuff.
But
With glue.
yeah, I use glue.
Because he likes it.
Yeah.
Did your nostrils get closed up like that with your stiff glue? Don't say, how'd you get them unstuck, unglued?
Glue,
I saw a
glued
thing
on.
the other day that said people were getting messed up and putting glue in their eyes, thinking it was eye drops. How could you be that dumb?
Yeah.
You sniffed that glue before you put it in your eyes, maybe, but
Yeah. Maybe that's what happened. They sniffed too much of it, and they're like, wonder if it'll go in my veins quicker. or
Well,
in my
see,
body
back
quicker.
then they tried to. They said we ain't gonna let y'all sniff the glue because what you use that glue for is you put motor cars together.
yeah.
You
I
know,
remember
little-
when you used the old type glue that didn't smell like oranges.
Yeah, but see, as the time went on, they said, "Well, we selling a whole lot of glue, but we ain't selling no motor car kits. What's up?" And then they figured it out. They said, "Well, we'll show their age." So they squeeze a lemon down in there and make it smell like lemons or oranges or whatever. They said, "We'll show them," and they did.
And then everybody wanted to do it.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
yeah, but that didn't have it. It wouldn't mess you up. The
Oh.
new glue didn't.
New glue, you got to get old glue to get
Yeah.
high. Yeah. You got to get rubber cement. Smelled like a
I
skunk.
reckon, but the
is rubber cement that one we had in school? You know, it was in a brown little bottle. It had a little 90 whatever top on it, and you know when you did that, what was it? Was that what it was? Rubber cement? Ain't no such thing as rubber cement. You can't.
you have to tell the people that made it.
Yeah, I think they just.
Is it only cement rubber? Does it do everything? Well, what we have it at school for? We ain't got no damn rubber at school. Or,
No,
well, Now listen, what you gonna have to do is ride out the Coal Highway. I mean, you gonna need to know this stuff.
I ain't getting nowhere near nobody with an umbrella putting spells on people.
He always got the umbrella. Sometimes he puts in his wagon. He pulls a wagon behind him.
Yeah, a little red flyer.
Yeah.
He's dead. He don't do it no more.
He's
dead.
But if you go out there,
he got run over. No, he didn't. I don't know what happened to him. Did he get run over?
Who cares? When you get done with your crossword puzzle about 1 o'clock in the morning, just ease on out to Coa Highway and see if you see the ghost of Glue Boy or whatever his name was.
What if I just pass on all that and just go to bed?
Yeah, that's probably the better option because Glue Boy's dead.
But you got to live on the edge a little bit, Earl. You got to get out.
Well, I've been to the edge and I've looked over the edge and I didn't like what I saw.
So you said, I'm back up.
Let me get back over here where there ain't no edge.
Somebody's down there casting spells.
Pulling a wagon.
I got glue.
Who's that?
Somebody said that you had to make glue, you got to kill horses or something.
That's what they used to make it out of, apparently.
Dead
I
horses?
don't know that for a fact, but that's what they
Well, first of all, how you pick the horses? Now, I know you'd pick all of them, but how would you?
It's the old ones and the crippled ones. And, they say, I got a broke leg, got to shoot him. Well, you shoot him and take him to the glue factory, and they make glue out of, I don't know, his ass or his kneecaps or something. I don't know.
Now, let me tell you this, that you mentioned it. Horses' knees don't do like humans. We've talked about this before. Dogs are the same way. They go the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? They bend the different way.
Horses' knees? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
They bend the opposite way.
Yeah.
So when they're running...
Maybe I'm thinking about a different animal.
or either that or horse running back.
Got a hold of some of that glue.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying I've killed a horse.
Are you talking about kangaroo?
Yeah, kangaroos are just deer that went to prison, I think.
Well, I think you're right. They learn how to stand up.
Stand up, and they square up to you and always want to fight. They're not like the
Antelopes.
kangaroos on the cartoons that are all cute and cuddly.
That's correct. They like to fight.
Yeah. Now, I would honestly, we talked about this a long time ago before you guys joined the podcast, but I would love to see you fight a kangaroo.
Kangaroo would beat his ass. And mine at the same time, probably.
Yeah.
Did y'all ever see that video of that kangaroo that took a dog?
Yeah.
And that man went down there and punched his ass out. You ain't getting my dog.
Got him and shook his head. What the hell was that?
Yeah, kangaroo just snatched him, put him in his pouch. Why do they have pouches?
As kangaroos once got the pouch.
Yeah.
Do all kangaroos have pouches?
Yeah.
Where's their wiener?
It ain't in the pouch.
Well, what they got the pouch for? What the hell you gonna put in a pouch? What's a kangaroo got to put in a damn pouch?
A baby kangaroo.
Hey, does he chew tobacco or something, push his back in there, and say, I'll get it out of this pouch here in a minute?
That's where the mama's teat is.
That's bullshit right there. I'm gonna
that's
call
true.
bullshit on that there. Name me one other animal that's got a damn pouch like that. You might as well call it a pocketbook.
Well, it is.
Carrying around your pocketbook.
That's what they got.
Well, is any other animal got it?
They don't have any other animal need it.
Do male kangaroos have them?
I think so.
Those are fanny packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, why in the hell's a male? Mama carries that baby around, not daddy. So
Maybe Daddy does once in a while. He can't feed it, but he can carry it around. I don't know.
I thought you said that.
I ain't a kangaroo expert. That's damn
Steve Irwin. I thought you was a damn kangaroo expert. You said that's where their teats is at.
Kangaroos.
How you know that? First of all,
I've watched Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom a couple of times.
Now, whatever his name didn't say. Now the kangaroo has teats in his pouch. That's the way you talk, by the way.
Well, I'm glad you reminded me.
What's a credit union putting on geographic shows for? Mutual of Omaha? Mm-hmm. Are you investing or something? Or?
No, that's just who sponsored the show.
No, the insurance company. Insurance company.
Oh.
They the only ones that insurance kangaroos. So
Yeah. You can have a kangaroo as a pet.
You can. You can have anything as a pet. Not advisable, but you can.
Yeah, well, you can't. I don't think you can have a human as a pet.
Well, they used to have back in 18, whatever year that was.
Yeah. And,
I think,
You know Earl.
I think that we should get Earl a kangaroo. Honestly, we should just fence in your whole yard and just put a bunch of random animals in it.
How would your neighbors feel?
Who gives a shit? I just want to ride by and see them. I want to.
You know, down there in Oakway, you can ride by and they got a whole field full of goats out there. Mm-hmm. Big goats, little goats, all kind of goats. You know, and every time I go by, I blow the horn at them. A lot of times I wave at them.
one time I went by there, and one billy goat had his head stuck in the fence. I pulled into the little church down there.
You gonna help him out, wasn't you?
I did. I got his ass out of there.
Did you?
I sure did.
Does he thank you every time you go by?
Oh.
Did he wave at you with his little paw?
Yeah, I would like to see a
Movie.
no. Earl have a bunch of animals.
That'd starve to death.
That's fine. We just want to see them a little bit. We don't
Better
need,
come quick.
We don't need to have them around.
First of
for a
all, we
long
want to
time.
see your yard fenced in. And we want one that, we don't want no barbed wire bullshit like that. We want one of them fences about 6 foot high. Got the little square fence, you know what I'm talking about? Got a little square all in it, you know, made out of. That's what we want to see. So we can see through there. And we want to put kangaroos in. Reckon a kangaroo jump out of it?
Yep.
They can jump high, can't they?
Been pretty high.
We have to put the top on it then.
Goats can climb a damn fence.
Armadillos can jump high. They can get about 4 feet in the air.
An armadillo?
Mm-hmm. If you scare it hard enough.
Oh, I was going to say,
That's-
you hit it with a car.
I started saying, they say armadillos is possum on a half shell.
Yeah.
And if you hit, like you're right, they first of all, they can't jump no damn 4 feet. I know that.
They can, yeah. I've seen it.
That fat,
He can't.
Skillet's the same size as armadillo. He can't jump 4 inches. He can't. Now I know he can't get to 4 feet.
No, armadillos have. They are unique.
Kangaroo legs.
With kneecaps.
They got kneecaps.
Armadillo. Here's what happens with armadillos. Their knees.
They're bent back.
They on backwards.